to show you some stuff that I've done to the car today. God, that's bright. Neither are huge things, but I went ahead and tried to Plastideip the areas, the trim on the side with the chrome that I really didn't like. I Plastidipped the whole side, and what I kind of found was the more I looked at it, the less I liked it. So I went ahead and peeled the Plastideip off on the chrome. As much as I hate chrome, that's these cars, that's the E30s. The E30s, they went crazy with chrome, but it works in my opinion. Even though I typically don't like chrome, the more I looked at flat black all on the side, like I said, the less I liked it. So I went ahead and used my back to black, and I restored. I used it all on here. I did it all on here, and it's a world of difference on that. The door handle, the lock. I tried to do a little bit on the bumper to see if that would make a difference to keep me from having to spray paint or Plastideip the bumper, but it really didn't. It just soaked right through. But I think it looks so much better. I'll show you the other side. The other side, I didn't even attempt to Plastideip because I've been looking at that one side, and I did not like it the more I looked at it. Again, the door handle, the key, all right here, makes a huge difference. The way I kind of justified it to myself is I'm not going to be driving this thing a ton. I probably won't voluntarily drive it if it rains just because it's still warm outside and this thing doesn't have AC, and I feel like I would suffocate inside. So like I said, for right now, I like that. I like the chrome. Whenever I do decide to have it painted, I might decide what I want to do from that point. But I've really been looking at videos online of people Plastidipping their cars. And like I said, as infrequent as I would be driving this thing, I don't think that would be a bad idea. Also, a really good perk is it's inexpensive compared to painting or even wrapping your car. I got a quote to paint a 79 Rabbit before I almost bought it, and it was like $1,800. It cost anywhere from like $400 to $500 to maybe even $600 to paint your whole car in Plastideip. Of course, you would need some other equipment with that, but if I planned on doing that often, or maybe once a year or every 2 years, I would want that equipment anyways. So that's kind of what I've been thinking. I really haven't completely decided on that, but that's just kind of been a thought. So, and also a big deal, I got Bluetooth in this car. That was one thing I couldn't stand. I hated driving with no radio, and like I said in the first video to kind of intro this car, is I could not pick up any radio stations on this. So I got this for 13 bucks on Walmart.com. It didn't come from Walmart, which was weird. I don't know how that works, but it was $13. I was a little hesitant with it being so cheap, but I liked the way that it went into the cigarette lighter, and I liked how it had this old little display by itself. Super easy to connect. It connected probably, the whole setup took me probably 45 seconds. And when I get in my car, obviously it remembers my device and it connects automatically. I'll show you. So it already connected. I just listen to my Spotify all the time. It just makes it more enjoyable to drive. Worst system setup ever in here. The sound quality is horrible, but it does the job, so I'm happy. I know this is a really weird kind of video, but like I said, I kind of wanted to keep everybody up to date on the Plastideip situation, whether I was gonna do it or not. Like we just discovered a second ago, I decided to opt out of the Plastideip on the trim on the side. I did the whole side over there, made a whole video about it, and I decided I absolutely hated it. So I peeled it all off. Speaking of peeling off, I need to peel my tint off. I peeled it all off, and I just went with the back to black route. Tongue twister. And even though I probably will have to do that pretty frequently, it took me about maybe right at a minute to do the whole car in back to black because there's not a ton of black. So that's it. X-nay on the Plastideip on the side, hated it, and went with back to black. I'll probably polish the chrome sometime soon just because it's kind of worn. But yeah, that's it. Black is currently restored. I say currently because I'm gonna have to do it frequently. and then got Bluetooth. So those are the two things that have happened to my car today and within the last few days. I've had the Bluetooth for a little while, but that's it. No Plastideip on the side. I'm gonna have to do the bumper. I'm not gonna do it today because I have a lot of other things to do, and doing the side of that in Plastideip kind of ate up a lot of time, so that is it.